Wait a minute. DJ K Styles got to switch it up a little bit. Hold on. Let's do this right. That's a little bit better right there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what it do, people, what it do, as you already know. It is Monday night, which means this is the Cooler Talk Monday with the mad scientist and the sixth man himself. As you already see, I am your man, the debonair, the host, six man K Styles. Chilling over here with the mad scientist, homicidal, suicidal, renegade, mad Mike Sports.
What's happening?
And you already know what today comes down to is if you're new to this program, you're new to this show, this is the Q&A show, which means when we ask you to leave your questions are part of this show.
Mm-hmm.
But, Mike, we got 3 special words that we'd like to get to the people. And what are those 3 special words is?
That real roll call.
As you already know. Hold on. I mean, I ain't started the show with this in a while. So, I gotta get that shoulder look like, oh man. Hey man.
Get that shoulder.
This I'm gonna serenade your ass. This is the old man serenade dance right here. So today's roll call goes to Joseph Thornton, Isaac Crimes, Marvin Johnson, that's the homie AFN affiliate, Primo G 1911, we got the professor in the building, Noah Tyndale, Darnell Partridge, Todrick Johnson, Red Swarm, Sherman Wood, D. Coleman, ATL Leo, Jerry Bowie, Low Ski, Brian Peoples, Marino Carter, shouts out to Ty in the building, Dirty Birds High, Bill 9F. We got the minister in the building and Utah Sports. Blessing the people with the word as usual. Bobby Boy Zone 3, Dreddy, B Tuck and Foles, Kenneth Lewis, Anthony White. Hey, we got Just J Rock in the building showing some love. Y'all make sure y'all show love to the Lord of the Discord, J Rock. We got the Young Gunner, the Money Man, ATM 534. We call him the barber because that's what he do.
That's what he do.
Dame DiBiase, Tay Rush, Pamela Johnson, Donald Farrell, Champagne Bath, LS, Miss Maggie T, Michael Walker, not that Michael Walker. So we're gonna go ahead and end this with I Am Vaughn. And King Quest 710. And we're gonna go ahead and leave you off. 3, 2, one cut. All right, as we already know, we went on CP Dime. Your boy Sis Man K Styles had old man moment today. Work kicked my ass, and you know how it be sometimes when you wake up and don't realize you went to sleep until you wake up.
It happens. It happens to everybody.
So all this is my bad. But today's topic goes into what we want to talk about is Adetokunbo Ogundeji. Now, y'all may be asking, why are we talking about Ogundeji? Well, according to Arthur Smith and according to the linebacker coach, which name I'm going to fuck up, so I'm just going to call him Coach.
I don't know how to say his name either, so.
Felt like Adetokunbo overachieved last year based on what their expectations were. Now, if memory serves me correctly, there were a couple of guys that thought that Ogundeji could be a gem for the Falcons. Mike, who are those people? Who?
I could sing a song. I could sing a song for you.
Oh, what song is that? What song is that?
I told you so. I told you so.
So the major question would be is, with the additions of Ebiketie, Lorenzo Carter, D'Angelo Malone, what is Ogundeji's role on this defense?
Ooh, right now. Ooh, because it has changed. I think he's supposed to be that guy. I think he's going to be that guy. I think he's supposed to be that guy. And I think he's supposed to be the leader. That's kind of crazy, just so quick and so fast. I think he's supposed to be the leader, man. I believe in this kid.
Right. So essentially what they're going to be looking for in him this season, from what I'm thinking, is he's essentially going to be playing the Steven Means role.
Oh no!
Reason why you know where you feel me on this. Because essentially what we saw from him last year was he essentially was Steven Means last year. The biggest difference, Ogundeji only had one sack last year. But you could see in the game film that he has the potential to get to the quarterback and get you a couple sacks here and there. So this is essentially why a guy like Steven Means was cut from the Falcons, outside the fact that he was the residential cheerleader. But Mike, I'm going to go ahead and ask you the question, and we're going to get into the new Falcon signee here in a little bit, but we want to get this out the way. What do you feel like? What is your expectation for Ogundeji coming in a year or two of being in his defense. And shouts out to Coach Unchained in the building as well, man.
Yes,
All right, Mike. What's your expectations of Ogundeji?
I like you stated earlier. He's going to play that Stephen Means role, and what we mean by that is a guy that's going to come in and be that glue to the edge rushers on the outside. He's going to be the glue. He's going to be the one that you go to essentially provide that what's the word? Because what I'm thinking is it's like I know he has more in him than just to be one of those glue guys, the guy that come in and be solidified and you ask him to do one thing. If you ask him to come in and be that guy to to hold that edge the proper way, he can do it. But I think this year they're going to give him more things to do this year if he can do that one particular thing well. Whatever that one particular thing is, that's what he's going to do. Because it could be holding the point, it could be rushing the passer, or it could be the leader for and be that spokesman for a guy like D'Angelo Malone. So whatever that one thing is that they're asking him to do, that's what he's going to do well, because that's what Stephen Mean was for the Atlanta Falcons. They needed him to do one thing, and it really wasn't to rush the passer. It was to hold the edge and be in your spot. If that makes a sense to a lot of people, because like I said, I know a lot of people are thinking, Ogundeji can do a number of things, but I think the Falcons are going to expect him to do that one thing well, whatever that one thing is.
So then, yes, Ogundeji will not have pom poms. I seen somebody say that. And he is not going to have pom poms. He's not there for that.
Right, he's not there for that because he can do so many different things. That's why I said it really depends on what Dean Pease wants from him. I think that's whatever that. Like I said, that's why I kind of said that one thing, whatever that one thing is. I think he can do that one thing well at this point, because he proved himself last year. Like you said, he kind of overachieved last year.
I mean, yeah. See, the one thing with Ogundeji that he did have the advantage of was he's a hand fighter as far as being outside linebacker. He's very good with using his hands, so that was already an advantage that he had. Now, I can agree with you on that aspect, but I feel like they're going to go ahead and give him a little bit more responsibility. I mean, just try, like you said, Dean P's main thing was, I'm going to unleash 100% of this defense. So is he thinking, let me go ahead and unleash 100% of Ogundeji as well? Maybe there's aspects of his game that, like you said, we don't know about. Maybe that's something that he's been working on in this off season that nobody talks about. We don't know if Lorenzo Carter came in and showed him some things. Hell, to be honest with you, we don't know if Abby Katie came in and showed him some damn
Right,
blood.
right.
We know Abby Katie's been working with Chuck Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, like I said, you think about it. You had no threat on the D line whatsoever outside of Grady Jarrett last year. We're talking about bookend aspect.
Mm-hmm.
The bookends. Davidson was kind of inconsistent. But Bullard, we half the time forgot he was even on the field.
Right. Right.
And like I said, Taquan Graham, he was still learning this defense and learning the game as well himself. But yeah, man, Ogundeji, you think you want to give a sack total on what's your expectation on him?
Absolutely. I'll say 7. I think 7 is I think that's a more than reasonable number. Because he's going to have every opportunity to be that elite pass rusher that we need on the edge. I think for the most part, I think we can kind of look at Lorenzo Carter as another one of those guys that we're going to lean on to be, that security blanket on the edge, and kind of unleash, himself. But I think 7. I'm gonna say 7 sacks. I'm gonna say 7 sacks. I want to say 9, but I need to see what that middle is going to be first. I need to see what the middle of the defense is going to be. If we can stop the run, I think that sack total for Ogundeji can get up to at least 12 sacks if the Falcons are able to stop the run, because this is a better secondary. This is a much better secondary. You got a corner now and Haywood that you can trust on the outside, and Dean P is going to dial up a little bit more. He's going to get a little bit aggressive, a little bit more, a lot more aggressive. And when you got a corner on the outside and some safeties that on the outside that you trust, he's going to get more aggressive. So I think with Ogundeji, he's one of those guys. He's not gonna, leave his lane. He knows his responsibility as an edge, and that's something that I saw last year. He's very disciplined when it comes down to his knowing his lane. He doesn't get out of his lane too well, because for the most part, I think we all remember last year was I think last year with Stephen Means, and towards the end of the year, those guys started to kind of end of the year. They kind of I want to say on the outside, but the defensive side of the ball, they started to play a little bit better, and guys started to run on the outside of the defense. And you kind of saw that they started to pick on Stephen Means' side versus Ogundeji's side. They didn't run to Ogundeji's side as much as they did in the beginning of the year. And that's credit to him and his improvement as a defensive end. So I think that's the biggest thing right now, is that he's definitely going to be one of those guys that you lean on to get those sacks, because our defensive tackles are playing much, much better. But the defensive tackle for me is the key to the entire defense.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's very good take on that. My expectation on him is not that high as far as 7 to 12. I feel like if he can give them 4 to 5, especially for the role that he's going to be playing, I can deal with that. because it's not going to be necessarily up to him to be the star edge rusher in this defense. That's not going to be his role. They're setting that role up for Ebiketie and Malone. They setting it up for Lorenzo Carter to be those go get it sack guys. Hell, shit, they gonna be setting it up for Deion Jones to get some sacks. Rashaan Evans to get sacks. They're going to attack with these linebackers. Let's just be real with it. This is what we saw all of last year. But the problem was you had edge rushers that couldn't be edge rushers. They were powder puffs. They couldn't do shit. No disrespect, but 18 sacks ain't gonna get it. 18 sacks don't cut it. Now, one thing I will say for this season, those 18 sacks we got all of last season, this team could potentially get those 18 sacks by week 9. And if that happens, we're going to be looking at Dante Fowler and Stephen Means like this.
What the? Right.
We're going to be looking at Tyler. We're going to look at Route 96 like this.
Like y'all couldn't get no more than one sack. Y'all couldn't even get a sack.
Oh, there go Night Rides and pass rush was softer than Julio's hammies.
Yeah.
But so D. Coleman here said, I don't see anyone getting 10 plus sacks this season. I see 6 from AK, 6 from Grady, 5 from AO. It'll be a rush from committee. And that's perfectly fine too. Because if you get a rush by committee, if you can get a rush by committee where you got at least 5 guys with at least 5 sacks, it's actually going to be quite formidable because you don't know, like I said, you have the capabilities of getting that pressure, instilling that fear from multiple sides, multiple different angles. Because it's money cut. My bad. But let me get this out the way. Remember last year, TJ Watt had 22 sacks last year by himself. Their run defense was worse than ours. Think about that for a second. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, the reason why I'm saying 10 sacks is based on our secondary. Okay? Based on our secondary and our ability to blitz. They won't have to be a pass rush extraordinaire. You know what I mean? They won't. You're not looking for him to be that, that Jason Taylor, that Johnny Abraham, to just get 10 sacks on his own ability itself. When you have a linebacker like Deion Jones who could cover, you have 2 corners now. We have 2 solid corners. You got 2 solid corners that you can lean on to help along with those guys. So it makes his job that much easier to rush the passer and get after the quarterback. So when we talk about sacks is a team accomplishment. because everything has to work together. You gotta have excellent coverage from the linebackers. You gotta have the ability to just simply know their damn assignment. Like last year, we know for sure that a lot of guys didn't know their assignment because they didn't understand Dean Pease's defense. Now those guys understand the defense. You got better corners. You got, a safety, a young safety, in my opinion, that is very underrated. And Jalen Hawkins. I think Jalen Hawkins is going to surprise a lot of people, man. I really believe Jalen Hawkins is going to surprise a lot of people. But like I said before, man, those 10 sacks are going to be more so a team accomplishment versus, an individual effort.
Hold on, wait a minute. We gotta go ahead and do the residential like check here. We have 130 people in here, and I see.
Damn. Well, my eyeballs, man. Hell, I didn't even see that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, out of 133 people, you only have 35 likes on this thing. So,
yeah.
Yeah. We gotta go ahead. You know what time it is, man. We gotta put the let's get the likes up music, as we already know. Let's put that back up. With 133 people in here, we should be around 70 likes. So as y'all go ahead and hit that like button, make sure you share this live today. Make sure you go ahead and help your boy out, man. We are almost at the 1K side of the game. We got 6 more to go. If you haven't subscribed to 6 Man K Styles, you can be one of the 6 to help us get to that platform, help get to that goal. So, as we waiting for another 35 more people to hit that like button, we're gonna go ahead and serenade you a little bit more with this music here. Ooh yeah. Y'all better go ahead and hit that like button.
70. Oh. 71 to be exact.
You said 71?
71.
All right. See, I like how quickly that goes around, man. That, like I said, it definitely shows that the reason why we put that out there too is we gotta get this message out here about Mad Mike Sports, 6 Man K Styles, Jew Talk Sports, AFN, Friday Night Madness. We gotta get this message out here because we want to be the voice of the voiceless.
Mm-hmm.
We do the damn thing around here. We just want people to know that we want people to see not only us, but y'all communicating in these chats, leaving comments, leaving questions, because that's going to get the conversation going. Now, okay, I had to do a time check right quick because I forgot. The old man moment pushed us back about a few minutes. But let's go ahead. We're going to talk about the recent Falcon signees the last couple days. As I don't even know the name of the damn tight end we just signed today, but what was the other guy? He said, what was his name?
Michael.
Michael.
His mama named him Michael, like him.
Michael. Oh Lord. Well. Oh yeah, Michael.
Michael.
Yeah. Man, that sound like a MySpace name right there, Michael.
Right.
So
my mama name is Michael. Michael.
exactly. So he's pretty much been brought, and like I said, I'm kind of reading this thing as I go right here. Um, so it's pretty much for a lot of people that may not know about Michael Pruitt, he's pretty much just a blocking tight end. He's essentially what Lee Smith was for us last year, but he's in competition. They bringing him in as competition for Parker Hesse and John Fitzpatrick.
Mm-hmm. Gotta push him. Gotta push him. And Devontae kind of said this earlier that this is a sign. Well, it pretty much states that Arthur likes experience. They don't like to play around. If you don't know what the hell you're doing, he's not gonna play you. I mean, that's just facts. He bringing in all the guys that understand his offense, and right now, tight ends understand his offense. Players outside of his players who played in his offense know his offense. So that's what he's looking for. Like he's not looking to play around with God.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, we're gonna go ahead and give shouts out to Rakondo with the 499. Super chat. That's one of our player partners there, so y'all make sure y'all show him some love as well. He said, "Thanks guys, keep it up. We got game week." Oh yeah, that's what this whole week is gonna lead up to. So it might not be no Friday Night Madness because we got a Falcon game, we got a preseason game to watch.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure everybody get a chance to watch it, including our damn selves. We fans
but we might not be on. We might not have a Friday Night Madness, but it might be a space, or you might have a space.
You might just get that.
Y'all better make sure y'all follow us on Twitter. So you might have a Twitter space for that game, and we'll sit there and we'll have discussions on the game live from the space. So you can get your Friday Night Madness with the aspects of actually watching the game too.
Ooh yeah.
And Dirty Bird Thursday is definitely gonna set y'all up on that. They're gonna definitely get y'all hyped for that Friday game. That's what I told y'all. Y'all finna have a hell of a week.
Let us know. Let us know how y'all like Dirty Bird Thursday, man. The chemistry with the crew. Everything. We can improve on everything. So if you got any ideas that you want to throw our way, hit us in the comment, man. We always looking for ways to get better.
Right. Yeah, we always even for me, I can always stand some damn improvement. Y'all let me know what I can do to get better. To tickle your fancy, they'll be like, "Ooh, wait a minute, I need to see this."
I haven't heard that word. I haven't heard that phrase in a good minute.
Exactly. But Abdullah, then like I said, the other one is Abdullah Anderson. Ain't really much to go off of him. He would be kind of like your prototypical bookend for a defense like this. And for those that may not know what I'm talking about as a bookend, I'm talking about defensive end / tackle. He's a two tech. Let's just say that he's a two tech in the defense. He's not He's not really that dominant, but he gives you that extra body. He ain't the 320 pounder. Most people, he's not a 320 pound defensive tackle. So a lot of people be looking like, what the fuck? You bring in another 290 pound guy in here. Right. But the one thing about this type of defense is you don't have to necessarily be a big name guy to thrive in it. You just got to be able to do your job and do your job in the best way possible. So So Mike, you want to go? Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. You said you got a couple questions here that you want to kind of get into. So since we got about 30 more minutes, let's go ahead and get into a few of these questions that you found that we can go ahead and watch. What let's see what we got here. We got a couple questions. Let's see. Let's start with this one. All right. So the professor had sent this one. We thought this was a pretty interesting talking point here. He said, you mind telling folks what does it look like when a good offense goes up against a good defense in practice? Because we apparently can't have one or the other when someone does well. Now, what that question means is when a guy makes a good play in practice, it's usually at the detriment of the other side of the ball. Where it'd be like, well, Kyle Pitts made a great catch. But did you see how trash Richie Grant was during the catch?
Mm-hmm.
Or it'd be like, well, Richie Grant got this interception. But did you see how trash Mariota was on that throw? See, we have to remember, man, when we talking about these practices, especially around this time of the year, these guys are in camp competing for jobs. So you're going, what the song go? You're gonna get the best that I got. Yeah, that's what they're going.
Boy, you about to get me singing for real, man.
Oh man, hey, shoot, you saying that to a female, she gonna be like, oh,
you feel so, right into something.
He's so sensitive.
or you get the lyrics mom, aka Kiara. I'm gonna throw my panties.
I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. Oh, man. See, now y'all gonna make me go. Y'all gonna make me go and go into my BET Uncut playlist, bro. I'm probably gonna watch that going to sleep.
Yeah, that's a whole nother one right there. What the hell we were just saying?
No, he was talking about why can't we appreciate a good play for what it is?
I think
Night Rider, please don't say that because that was one of my favorite.
Don't.
So baby, kick it tonight. Oh, so baby, tell me what that thing smell like. I'm gonna kick it tonight. Oh, so baby, tell me what that thing. He said, you and me can get a room and bring your homegirl too. Whatever you want to do, we can do it. Anime, what the hell you want? What's up, Anime?
Giving you the best that I got, baby. Hey, everybody. Giving you the best that I got. Listen, baby. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord have mercy, man.
Yes, auntie. You set it up, K Styles. You know how we used to do that karaoke.
Oh yeah.
We got to bring that back one of these days.
Yeah, we might do a damn karaoke show on this motherfucker. You don't know.
Hey, you never know what you gonna get.
You never know what
man.
We got going. Oh man, y'all got me thinking of all the BET Uncut videos I'm about to watch, bro.
You know,
because white girl
Oh, no.
Going through. Oh
Lord. Like a phenomenon. She don't know what's going on. Cause white girl.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right, man.
We don't need that. That right there was a war song I ever seen on any show. That had no business being on any song, on anybody's show.
Hey man, hey, y'all do realize that was Drake before Drake became Drake, right? Y'all do realize that, right?
God. Oh my God.
That was the original Drake.
Bro, why you do that? Why you do that? Because I forgot all about that damn song.
Man, please. Oh, hold on. I gotta bring my list up just to see what songs was on there too.
No, we don't need to do that because you're gonna have us a whole.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna sing
Trip
shit.
drill.
Pussy popping on a handstand.
Oh my God! See, that's what I'm talking about. You about to have us. Be some
He popping on a handstand.
Oh my God!
All right, yeah. We having fun. We having too much fun here, man. You know we do over here. We have a whole lot of fun.
That man said P popping on a handstand.
Handstand.
Might just come in like it's just normal or something. Like what you got going on, girl?
Boy said smoke with
Look,
me.
I'm off. You know, my kids got COVID, so you know I'm on vacation because I can't go to work. So you know, I'm over here just got none but time on my hands. Do a handstand.
Smoke with me, baby. I'm feeling you. Then we can smoke us one, girl. Then we can hit it too. Smoke with
God.
me.
See, all these songs I forgot all about, bro. I was like, oh my goodness! How the hell you remember that?
I told you, bro. I got the whole BET Uncut playlist saved on my YouTube. I will go back and reference that shit every chance I get. But
damn.
But getting back to that question, though, Mike, how do you feel about that question? Why is it that we don't appreciate a good play for its whole entirety without shitting on the aspect? Like for example.
Okay.
But let's use for example the Kyle Pitts when he made that catch on Taz Tabor, where he bobbled it up and caught it. We talked about how much of a great play that was from a Kyle Pitts, but at that same aspect, we didn't talk about how much of a great defense that Tabor played on that. That forced Kyle Pitts to make that adjustment.
I want to make it look. I'm in my positivity mode, but I'm like fuck that right about now. I'm gonna just be real about it. We just got way too many people that's focused on the wrong things. We focus on everybody shining, and it's like if you're not shining, if you're not the one who's doing the big things, then you suck. That's it. That's really it. If you're not the one who's mossing people, if you ain't the one who's throwing the deep pass, if you're not the one who's catching the deep pass, even if it's great defense, great positioning, all that don't matter. And that's partially due to the fact that we got guys and we got ESPN. That's what they promote. They promote guys like John Morant. They promote, those guys that's just gonna, be on a highlight every chance they get. Like it's all about a highlight. It's all about a highlight. So if it ain't you, and so I just think it just comes down to people we're used to that because that's all they praise. That's all they praise these days is making the big play. if you're not dunking on people, and if you're not the one who's getting the interception, and this one thing, and I'm glad I kind of brought that up because a guy that everybody praised and said he was one of the best corners in the league, this motherfucker done end up disabling his whole fucking Twitter account because motherfucker was getting on him. You know who I'm talking about, K-Style?
You talking about burnt turkey Trevon Diggs?
Burnt, yes.
Burnt
this
turkey.
Man, bro, this man has deleted. He deactivated his account because he was getting roasted on Twitter, and people was atting him all because he kept getting hurt.
But here's the issue though. After we ain't got so much hype, and like I said, it's still at the end of the day, you don't have to at players and do all that shit, but the way he was getting burnt, man, it looked bad, bro. He wasn't getting beat. This dude wasn't getting beat on no duck. This dude was getting beat on straight 9 rounds. He was getting beat on 9 routes, bro. It wasn't no double moves involved. They were just running past him.
That's bad.
He said, I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain. Who the hell left the gate open? Yeah, they left the floodgates open on that motherfucker. He like, nah, I don't want none of this.
Is it a reflection of the talent around him, or is it just he? And that's the question that that's the answer to the question. To be honest, at the end of the day, when you got an offense and a defense that's going back and forth with each other, that's what happens. You see good plays, you see bad plays, but you kind of got to take it. You got to take it in stride because you just like look. Kyle Pitts may just be that damn dude. You know what I'm saying? He may be just that great of a player. If every time you turn around, he's in a highlight. He mossing somebody and he making safeties look bad. He making corners look bad. He making line like this dude just making everybody look bad. So the answer Noah's question, why? Is because you got good talent.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean he sucks. That doesn't mean Turbo Artez sucks. It's just you got good talent.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, that's what it's about, man. It's like, look, if you see your players, you see guys like Felipe Franks doing that to our players, that's not necessarily, a bad sign. I think it just comes down to you just got some good ass players.
Right. And
can I add to it?
Go ahead, man. What you got?
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to look at it in practice. Of course, we get the shots of that one play or of one practice scene, but you got to realize these guys are going against each other over and over and over again. So you're catching some highlights, but not all, because we don't want to give everybody everything that we got going on in practice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And even in preseason, y'all don't expect a whole bunch, as far as what to expect going into the season. It's going to be a little bit of starters. He said everybody's healthy, they're going to play, but they're not going to play like we getting ready to go into game 1 against the Saints just yet. So it's like, it's going to be some dominant people out there. Some people, it's going to be a little bit more aggressively, arms a little longer. They can stretch a little better. So it's like, it's going to look like somebody got burnt because, he can reach a little bit more better. And like Mike said, that player is just a lot better. It's just, it is what it is. You got people that got different ranks and different things on this team, but they can be a contributing factor, on the back end of things. You got your dominant guy, but then you always got somebody you can fall on. So it's like I don't look at it as a bad thing, not in practice for one thing. Now, of course, he getting torched in regular season, then we got something to say there because that's real opponents. But because then we don't go as hard in practice either. We go hard enough just to make sure it's a challenge, but we're not trying to hurt anybody either. We're not trying to go down with injuries and everything else, and that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But why?
Like Alex said, but why? And like Coach said here, you got to give the quarterback credit for the pass thrown, and the quarterback threw a perfectly good ball. And like I said, and shouts out to the AFL crew on the Felipe Franks topic, because boy, that's that. Like I said, he is becoming a fan favorite real quick, and I'm glad everybody in this conglomerate was beating down the door on that as far as Felipe Franks. Even before he started becoming a popular name here with the Falcons, we've all already said about Felipe Franks could be somewhat of an X factor for this team if given the opportunity. Like I said, this is just one of those cases like with Trevon Diggs is the energy. D. Cole said Trevon Diggs is the Jameis Winston of corners. He might get a pick, he might get burnt, nothing in between.
Well, them toes might fall off.
Exactly.
That man stay hurt more than anybody I've seen in my life. Like this dude, every time I turn around, something's going wrong with him.
Exactly. All right, so Mike, you had another question, man. We got to get into. Let's see the second question. And Pody TV. Well, Pody TV said, "How you guys feel about the team going in our first preseason game? Which wide out stands out to make the late 53-man roster?" We can give you a tad bit on that right now, but we're definitely going to save. Well, really get into it on Wednesday. We're gonna definitely get into that a little bit more Wednesday. But where you said
we got a special show for y'all on Wednesday.
So you talk about getting back to that, what he said. So how we feel about going into the first preseason game? I'm kind of anxious. I'm anxious. I ain't even gonna tell no lie. Because this is the start of a brand new era. This is the era of the unknown right now. But the team is not looking at it as, okay, we're just going to have this defeatist mindset of, okay, we just here just because we here. No, these guys want to win. A lot of these guys want to make this team. So I'm anxious to see certain guys play, whether it be like a Kuoni Dang, it could be a Tyler Algier. We could be looking at Kadero Hodges out here. There's a whole bunch of names that we'll be looking at, and especially which wide out stands to make the late 53-man roster.
Ooh.
Like I said, Barry Hill looks very interesting to me to make this 53. That's another name that I'm looking at. What you guys say on that, Mike? That's about as brief as I could say.
Just to keep it kind of brief. This gonna be all hella unique. Y'all gonna be like, okay, why? But the wide out that I'm looking at that stands out, like not so much the 53, but the one I'm gonna keep close eye on is Olamide Zaccheaus, because he is a veteran now. I think he can provide a unique set of skills for the Atlanta Falcons, because teams are going to be so focused on these big physical receivers and playing them a certain way, meaning they're gonna be trying to, match up with these guys. They're gonna, like you get towards the kids. All right, the kids is gonna be that one guy. It's like, all right, you've been chasing these big old dudes around, these physical dudes, and then now your ass got to chase around Alameda kids. Like he's going to provide that X factor that we need on this offense now, with his speed, with his ability. Because one thing he can do well is run after the catch, and know he's a deep threat as well. But I think with these receivers, his skill set is really gonna shine. It's almost looking like Cordero Patterson. And Cordero Patterson isn't necessarily a physical wide receiver, but when you put him in certain roles, he can use his physicality. And I think that's the same thing with the kids. When you put him with physical wide receivers, now you can see the end arounds. You can see him with the screens. You can see him, with the yak yards, and hey, you never know. You be able to see him as a punt return or something like that. And I think that's what they're going to do with not only the kids, but they're going to do that with Avery Williams. Definitely. So I'm really focused on Alameda Zaccheaus. I don't think Demir Bird is gonna make this team. It's just something not clicking for me with him. I don't know what it is, but like we got guys with speed. We're not hurting for speed, and I don't think Demir Bird is one of those guys gonna I don't think we're gonna focus too much on speed with this team.
You brought up an interesting name on there as far as Demir Bird. I think the reason why you feel like that is because I think one of the key factors in that is Avery Williams being switched over to running back.
Mm-hmm.
I think that kind of hurt the prospect of a Demir Bird as far as making the 53. He was brought here just in case if OZ doesn't prove to them anything. Now, Alameda Zaccheaus is keeping the track up where, okay, I'm doing what I got to do to stay on this team and be a contributor to this offense. Then there's really no need for a Demir Bird. You already got two deep threats as it is already on this offense, and that's OZ and Kyle Pitts. That's about as easy as you can say on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna go in depth as far as the 53 is concerned, but yeah,
right.
Like I said, I think we got a lot of players with the same type of skill set, if you will. Like, and I think that's why I kind of feel about Zaccheaus and Bird is because I mean, like right now, your boy Felipe just looking like he's just looking like like he can do any and everything you ask him to do. Like that's something. Yeah, it's gonna be. Felipe hurt a lot of people. I'm gonna just say that Felipe, his ability really hurt a lot of wide receivers' ability to to make the squad. Like he playing out of his mind right now, and he's showcasing his skills as a just as a player. And I think that's the biggest issue right now. Felipe, yeah, he gonna be interesting, man. He hurt a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. My bad, y'all. I'm sitting here trying to read something. I'm trying to find the right words for it. Let's see. Let me see how many more minutes we got. We got about. We'll go ahead and wind it down for the night, man. We're gonna go ahead and wind it down for the night. But I want to go ahead and I want to get back into this. Um, go back into these quotes. So I'm gonna give y'all a quote for the day. This is K Styles' quote for the day. Like I said, you can find all kinds of quotes online and stuff. Today's quote is it always seems impossible until it's done. Which kind of goes into what the last kind of questions we were talking about is when we look at this team, people they looking at this team and saying, well, this is a 2-win team, this is a 3-win team, this is a 4-win team. The season hasn't started yet. We don't know what the hell this season's gonna bring. These guys ain't looking at it as their 2-win team or 3-win team or 4-win team. These motherfuckers is talking about playoffs. These guys talking about competing for longevity. They're talking about y'all have a good night. I told the boy Night Rider them all and they them Julio jokes, oh boy, I can't wait till the Falcons play the damn Buccaneers, boy. We're gonna get all the hamstring jokes during that game. But yeah, but that quote says right there is pretty much what this Falcons are gonna live by. It's only impossible until you get it done. And once you get it done, you're gonna be looking back at like, damn, we really doubted this team. We got certain folks out here pushing out these narratives about, well, what was that quote we heard, Mike? What was that quote we heard? We need the Falcons to lose because they know the assignment. We need to lose in order to win later on because some goofy nonsense
some
like
bullshit.
that.
Well, look, let me speak on that one. That's literally the reason why we even exist, because stupid shit like that. Mm-hmm. That's literally the dumbest shit that you can ever say. To be honest, like if your ass don't want to, if you don't want to believe in anything, then sit your goofy ass down in a corner and mind your motherfucking business. Like mind your damn business, because like what's the point of even? Yeah, do that. Sit your goofy ass down. Come on, like,
yeah.
I don't understand the fact. Let me just come out and just say it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand the fact that why people are upset because you want to talk negative on things, and you can't understand why people are getting at you. Not a lot of stuff gets me quiet, but that's literally some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, you can't understand why people won't let you, or they're getting on you for being negative. If I could cause you to pull a Julio hamstring, that would be the perfect time for me to call for you to pull your fucking hamstring. All right, because that's the goofiest shit I ever heard in my damn life. You can't understand why people want to be positive about that team. They actually want to have hope in that team. You want to actually talk about, all right, what if, what can a guy like Drake London possibly be at this point? you don't want to talk about it. You want to talk about. You want to sit over here and really talk about guys like, Drake London. You don't want to talk about Drake London. You want to talk about CJ Stroud. You want to talk about Bryce Young. What's the point? What's the point of losing now so you can quote unquote win later? How many times have we read? Do we need to read the quarterbacks again? Do we need to read the quarterback list of quarterbacks?
No, we don't need. Now, look. I'm gonna
again.
I'm gonna do like Knight Rider just say, ham. Hell no.
Seriously, like, what are we talking about? That's no guarantee we gonna be good even later. Trying to lose now.
Mm-hmm.
Do we? Sometimes I'm just baffled by the stupidity, man. I just don't get it.
The only thing we will tell y'all is the person we talking about, he is the master of deletion. We just gonna call him, we're gonna address him as the master of deletion. The master of deletion.
The master of it.
Somebody called the points out. Them tweets disappear. They disappear. The tweets disappear. Let's just say that.
Gone.
But let's go ahead and wind it down, man. Shout out to my boy, Let's Get It GA, man. He came in here with it. All I know, man, I'm getting that football playlist ready, man. And the number one song on that playlist right now, that shit got me hyped. That shit got me hyped for this season, bro. I don't know if anybody know this song. Then my boy Chameleon there had this song. This is one of the best songs on that album. That Sound of Revenge album. But that Southern Takeover, boy, that's my football anthem right there, bro. That Southern Takeover, that's my football anthem. So let's go ahead and wind it down for the night, man. Let's go ahead and do this right. Now, as we wind down for tonight's show, we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in to the Cooler Talk Monday Q&A. Make sure y'all go ahead, like, share, comment, as well as leave more of your questions in the comment section to be used for future reference videos. Now, I'm going to leave y'all with a little bit of word from your boy 6-Man K-Styles. We can only achieve what we want to achieve. If the Falcons want to be a good team, they're going to work hard to be a good team. Now, I know everybody's been talking about Jordan Davis and the show he's putting up in Philadelphia. Now, you know the main thing going around is that the Falcons passed up on Jordan Davis. We wanted Jordan Davis. But here's an issue that y'all didn't think about. The Calvin Ridley situation was a lot deeper than a lot of y'all realize. And it left the Falcons with a gaping hole as far as mentally at that position. So if the thing with Calvin Ridley didn't go down like it did, will we be talking about Drake London? We don't know. That's why I said we can't talk about what if we drafted Jordan Davis. It's done in here now. You got Drake London. Don't look at this guy and be like, damn, I wish I had him. And you potentially have a guy that can make that same type of impact just in a different way. So,
one more thing.
Yeah. You want to do it with the music on or you want it off?
No, just one more thing. Just one thing.
Good.
I know Jordan Davis looking real good right now. But it's not going to be many times during the course of a game where you're going to see him be able to push the center back like that. That's very seldom going to happen. So I know he looked good pushing that grown-ass man back the way he did, but it's not many times during the game you're going to be able to have a straight line. Like, you're just going to physically overpower guys like that. And we got to keep that in mind. I like Jordan Davis. I love Jordan Davis, but how many times in the course of the game you're gonna physically? Because a lot of guys, what they're gonna do, they're gonna feel that they're gonna see. All right, this guy's strong as hell. I'm not even gonna try to match up physically with him. I'm gonna just let him go past. They're just gonna let him go past. They're not even gonna try to do anything. Tire them out real quick. They're going to tire them out real quick, and they're going to adjust. So, like I said, I love Jordan Davis, but let's just calm down. Let's calm down, people. All right? Calm down. He will be a good player. He will be a bad player. We don't know. You just got to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. And also shouts out to Hill U62 for the $5 super sticker. So we definitely appreciate that. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and be in tune for the 6-man combo tomorrow. We're going to kind of keep on this same subject, but we're going to talk about another player. So y'all be on the lookout for the 6-man combo tomorrow. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't gotta go home.
You gotta get the hell up out of here.
6-man K Styles, the 1K. We almost there. Deuces.